today. We have a great presentation for you on our marketing automation add-on for iHomefinder accounts. My name is Hank Hansen. I'm on the marketing team here at iHomefinder, and I'm here with Nick Parmenter, our general manager. Okay, so for our agenda today, we're going to talk about marketing automation, obviously, and the problems it solves, and follow that with a demonstration so you can see how easy it is to use. And then we'll follow that with pricing information and how you can try it for free for 30 days in your current iHomefinder account. So I'd like to start by sharing some pretty startling studies on response time and consumer expectations. You're going to see there's a huge opportunity to seize more opportunities and stack the cards in your favor by improving response time. So we have first starting off with a California Association of Realtors study where they found 94% of consumers expect an answer within an hour, but only 36% of agents were responding within an hour. Next slide we have to share here is something that was shared at Zillow Premier Agent Forum and shows how answer rate from leads increases as follow-up time decreases. In this case, lead responses increased 391% when response time was under 2 minutes. Another study conducted by Wave Group was really interesting, and that showed that average response time was over 15 hours, looking at close to 400 brokers across 11 states. And so the conclusion was there's huge opportunity to open the door to increase your revenue by addressing response time. So we can pretty much conclude that there's a real mismatch between consumer expectations and their actual experiences. Slow follow-up is definitely an invitation to your leads to go somewhere else. You don't want to encourage them to knock on your competitors' doors. It's already hard enough to convert leads to clients, so why have an unnecessary handicap working against you? So this is precisely what marketing automation addresses. With marketing automation, you get automated follow-up. This is instant follow-up for any new lead, email nurturing with smart content, and we'll talk about a little bit more about that in a bit. You get lead aggregation and a really easy to use email editor. So the follow-up nurture campaigns, these are not your standard type of email campaigns. These are campaigns that are really personalized and highly relevant to your leads. And your leads can be placed into specific campaigns based on the rules you define. So it's relevant content and very specific to your leads' interests, and smart content we're going to get into a little bit, which is basically any leads search and viewing activity is reflected in this recommended content. That's what smart content is all about. And that includes if they came from Zillow or Trulia. When those leads come into your account, we can see what they were looking at there and base recommendations off of that listing. So we have also the ability to control the flow very easily, and you can control the order of the emails very easily by clicking and dragging. So it's very easy to customize these. And lead aggregation is basically the ability to bring in new leads that come from any source. So if you are advertising on other sites, the large portals, etc., new leads you acquire through those accounts will come into your iHomefinder account, so you can manage them in one place and make sure they're following into your follow-up campaigns and nurture campaigns. And you can easily create rules that assign leads to specific campaigns based on where they came from. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Nick Parmenter here, and we'll take a look under the hood and see just what you can do and how easy it is to work with. Just give me a moment here, and we're going to change our screen. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Hank. So we're going to go through a demo of marketing automation. So, first, marketing automation, it's really easy by design. We wanted to create something that didn't take a lot of work. So truly, with a minimal amount of effort, you can dramatically improve your lead communication. So from inside the iHomefinder control panel, this is where you guys would log in. If you're customers today, under the Communications tab, if you don't currently have marketing automation, you'll see some information about the product. You'll also see a button to sign up for a free 30-day trial. We'll have a screenshot of what that looks like in a second, but this is where all the marketing automation comes into play under the Communications tab. From a campaign standpoint, you have some options. So every system comes with 3 campaigns. There's a buyer campaign, a seller campaign, and a general campaign. You can either use the campaigns that are here out of the box. They work really well. You can modify the campaigns that are here, or you can create your own campaigns. So each campaign will keep stats on how they're performing. So in this system, there's the 3 campaigns. You can see how many emails have been sent right here. You can see how many subscribers, how many people are receiving those campaigns, what the open rate for the campaign and the click-through rate for the campaign right here. If you click through into this specific campaign, you can see some of the information. So this is where Hank was talking earlier about scheduling these emails. There's an auto response. So this will come 1 minute after someone registers. So whether it's someone on your site, someone on your IDX, whatever, when they fill out a form and register to become a lead, you can send them an auto response that'll come immediately, 1 minute after. Then you can schedule out additional emails. So we can send out things like market stats if you have marketing automation that will really help with what's going on within that market. You can send recommended listings. You can send general emails. Whatever you would like from a follow-up standpoint, you can schedule those out. You can change the order. You can change whether it's a minute after, whether it's 2 days after, whatever order makes sense for you. This will allow you to do that. It's easy, drag and drop to reorder these in any order you'd like. If we go into an individual letter now, we can change the name of the letter, the subject line, which for each market, the more you change the subject line, the better the performance, especially on the open rates, is going to be. So if you ever want to improve the open rate of the emails you're sending, the best place to look is that subject line. Sometimes putting in market-specific words in the subject line really helps. People get a lot of email, so you got to cut through the clutter a little bit, but you can see the performance on each letter and each campaign based on an open rate, and again, the click-through rate too. So from within the content section of each email, we have an easy drag and drop editor here. So we can do columns, you can do text, you can do videos or images, and just drag and drop the button over, and then from there you can add whatever you'd like. From a button standpoint, if it's a link, if it's a video, after you drag over the content, you can link to a YouTube video, or you can link to an image, or you can link to another website. Maybe it's your website, maybe it's another, easily with just drag and drop from a button standpoint. It truly is that easy. And then as Hank said earlier, we have smart content. So if you want to add smart content, you just drag it over. And that is our similar listings feature. So we keep track of every home that all of your leads view. And that's going to be the first, if it's coming from Zillow or Trulia, the first home they looked at on Zillow or Trulia, or any home they view on your IDX system. We will track what they're viewing, and then we have an algorithm that shows similar listings to the homes they viewed. So we're taking some of that behavioral data and recommending homes that are similar that can be emailed out. So as part of your drip campaign, if you are sending them kind of general emails, trying to stay in touch and top of mind with all of your leads, you can also send them listings that make sense for them based on their previous behavior. Really excited about that feature there. So once you have your letters all scheduled in the right order, you have all the content, it comes time to assign these letters to people when they come in the system. So we can go into automations over here, and this is truly a set it and forget it type of system. So once you have your lead sources configured, and our support team can help you configure lead sources, we have over 30 different lead sources we work with, where it can be off of your IDX system, it can be off of some of the other systems. We have a lot of people have said before on Zillow or Trulia, so I will start there. But you can see the list here. We can configure these for you. We can help you get these all set up. But it's simple as, if I get a Zillow lead, what campaign should these leads be assigned to? So I can make them buyer leads, seller leads, or general. And a lot of people use general for, if the campaign truly has some buyers, some sellers, general makes sense. Or you could have a specific Zillow campaign that, again, on the previous screen under campaigns, you can create that campaign specific to Zillow. But here I can say, my Zillow leads are generally buyers, so I'm going to put them in the buyer follow-up. And I can click save. And then every lead that comes from Zillow that automatically imports into my lead list here within iHomefinder will automatically show up with the buyer follow-up. They'll get that immediate email we saw earlier that comes 1 minute after. They'll get a second email for listings, and then a third email in 2 days that's just a general email that's coming for all my buyers, and then so on and so forth. This campaign runs about 200 days out of the box, so every lead will be followed up on automatically for 200 days. Another way to think about these emails are, it's a great way to stay in touch. When people are ready to reach out to you, it works really well. It supplements any outbound calling you're doing. It allows people to be cultivated in the background. You can manage a large number of leads all at the same time. And we know most agents are out there generating leads all over the place. So we're constantly mapping new lead sources to add leads automatically, and then allowing you to set those emails so they go out automatically without any effort on your part, so that you can start to cultivate those leads. So that's the marketing automation demo. I'm going to hand it back over to Hank. He's going to talk through pricing and how you all can get set up with a 30-day free trial of marketing automation.
Great, thank you very much, Nick. Okay, so pricing for marketing automation add-on is an additional $15 to $20 per month, depending on which plan you have. We're going to take a look at how you can activate the 30-day free trial in your plan. And when you go through that process, you'll see exactly what your rate is. And if you have OmniPress Prime, marketing automation is already included in those plans. And I should point out, if you have a broker plan, marketing automation is not offered in those plans. So to start your 30-day free trial of marketing automation, you log into your client account control panel, select the communications tab at the top, select campaigns on the left, and down on the bottom, you'll see a button to start your free trial.
Thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it, and we hope to see you on a future webinar.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Have a great day.